led by the United Nations Population Fund and the Government of Mongolia with financial support from the Swiss Agency for Development and Cooperation in Mongolia, the annual 16 Days of Activism Against Gender-Based Violence campaign for 2020 launches today with the theme No More Violence, End Gender-Based Violence at Home, in the Workplace and in Public Spaces. In the framework of the campaign, action is being called against different forms of gender-based violence happening in the country, such as domestic violence, workplace and street harassment, and violence against children and persons with disabilities.
So this year's 16 Days campaign is very special because we are involving high-level official decision makers, starting from the Prime Minister of Mongolia and the cabinet member, parliamentarian, also the civil society organization, different embassies and bilateral organizations. And we as a UN come together to work on a common message, no more gender-based violence in the public space, also the workplace and at home. So this common message will allow us to work together to reach out to the different population in different area of the country, because our resources will put in a same pot to reach out different people. And also the private sector, such as Oyu and Rio Tinto, come together to address the issue.
During the time of the pandemic, there are several factors leading to an increase in gender-based violence and domestic violence, namely increased economic and psychological stress and increased time spent in the same place with all the members of the family.
So since this lockdown started in 10 days, we are seeing the spikes in the reporting cases. And for the last 10 days, the 17 one-stop service center across the country has received more than 1,500 women, children, fleeing from violence at home. So we are seeing that globally, this lockdown is basically aiming to contain the spread of virus, but it has effect on the survivors of domestic violence, of women and children, because they basically cannot go outside and seek help like in normal situation.
As the world continues to grapple with COVID-19 pandemic, as does Mongolia has started taking strict measures to contain the local transmission, it is crucial to ensure the health and safety of women and girls more than ever before. To fight the gender-based violence exacerbated by the pandemic, we must all act together with one voice. This is why the United Nations Population Fund strives to ensure the participation of all parties in this campaign, said Kaori Ishikawa, the United Nations Population Fund Head of Office in Mongolia.